What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chat Room, a podcast dedicated with having interviews with upcoming stars and influencers of our generation. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram at thechatroom.tcr and on Twitter at thechatroom_TCR. Also, don't forget to become one of our valued Patreon members, which allows you to unlock exclusive content while also supporting this podcast. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2021. I'm your host, Kudzai Muchandibaya, and I'm the proud founder of the Chat Room. I just thought that I should do this introductory episode just to let you know what to expect in 2021. So, what should you expect in 2021? Well, firstly, for those that already follow our social media pages, you know that we used to post YouTube videos, but as of 2021, there will no longer be YouTube videos, which means that we're exclusively a podcast. So you can catch us on every major podcast platform, or even the smaller ones as well. In fact, anyway, you'll be able to catch us there. And as usual, each episode and each interview will be posted and put on those platforms every single Wednesday. I will be having interviews each week, which means that you're going to be hearing my voice every single week from now on. Yes, you will be hearing my voice each and every single week on a Wednesday. So please do subscribe, tell your friends, and let's just have a good time. And also, please may you continue to engage on the social media pages. Twitter is always buzzing and people are always retweeting and commenting. Please continue to do that and just spread the word to your homies, your family, your uncles, your aunts, whoever you know. Please do spread the word. The Chat Room is back in 2021, exclusively a podcast, which means that you can even listen to the interviews while driving, while doing your chores, when you're about to sleep. You know, it's easy going. It's just vibes. But yeah, with that being said, I just wanted to thank you for last year. Last year was a very good year, I think. I learned a lot and I was just encouraged by the number of people that reached out, the number of people that gave me advice and gave me some much needed constructive criticism on just, how I should go forward. Trust me, I took each and every single word of advice into account, and hopefully 2021 things are a bit different and a bit better. But I'm trying my best out here. But I do know for a fact that this year there are going to be a number of people coming onto the show and a number of upcoming talents of our generation, which is exactly what this show is about. A lot of people have said, Kudzai, why are you even doing this? I mean, you could be doing something else. You don't need to do it, but why are you doing it? And I actually just had to take a step back and take it back to the first days. When I started off, it was to just bring awareness to the issues that were around us, with the Zimbabwean Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter situation. And I just thought that if we are able to come as youth and speak about all these important issues, then we'll be able to maybe change the mindset of the youth and move forward. But after the interview series, I noticed, and the feedback that I was getting as well, is that a number of people don't actually know the talent that's in Zimbabwe, that's in South Africa, where I am based. And, that's a problem because a lot of young people are trying to make it, be it in the music industry, the art industry, the book industry, whatever it is. A lot of young people are trying to break out and it's not possible because they don't have the exposure. So that's where the Chat Room comes in. what the goal is for exposure to get out there. We need America to be listening to our artists, Europe to be listening to our artists, Asia listening to our artists. And it's not that we don't have any good quality musicians or painters or whatever the case may be. We have them, but then we just don't have as much exposure as people out there have. It's easy for an artist in America, for example, to get onto Apple Music, whereas in Zimbabwe they have to take in, and several turns just to get to the end goal. So the goal is just to get the exposure, the much needed exposure out there, and for people to realize that Southern Africa has mad talent. Already we've had Fungai coming on, we've had Painter Fresco coming on, we had Natasha coming on, we had Duma Paya coming on, and those are people that are coming straight out of Zimbabwe, people my age. And for those that don't know how old I am, I'm 22, but we have all these people that are at this age doing big things, not being noticed simply because they are Zimbabwean. And the chat room is looking to change that, through this platform. People out there, people in America that are listening to this right now, please be telling your friends, Zimbabwe does have talent, Southern Africa does have talent. And that's basically the goal, is just to bring out the talent, to fish out the talent. But it also goes beyond that. I spoke about all the issues that we were going through last year, and there are going to be times when the people that come on are speaking about these issues, be it mental health, be it the situation with COVID. We'll be trying to get some doctors on just to, bring a little bit of calmness onto the world right now. We are misinformed at times because of social media, so we need the doctors to come on to tell us exactly what's going on. But just talking about all the other issues, Black Lives Matter, Bunu came on and spoke about that, Tafadza Bunu, and we had Teko speak on Christianity in the 21st century. Those are deep topics that you find that a lot of people don't want to actually speak about them. But the chat room is a place where we discuss, where we are going to tackle all these issues, speak about all these issues, and just allow ourselves to get engaged so that we know what's going on, and so that as the youth we are able to get to a level where we understand who we are as people and what we can do for the world, for change to come. And I think someone is going to come on to speak about mental health. During this time of COVID, we've got people that have lost their jobs, families that have lost members. We want to know how to cope with those situations where we are no longer depressed and we just, not suicidal, basically. So these are deep topics that a lot of people do not want to talk about. Well, guess what? The chat room is going to be bringing people on to talk about those very issues that people don't want to talk about. And yes, we are going to do it with no fear. And please, as the chat room community, I'm going to call you the chatters. Please, I hope it's not cheesy, but I'm going to call you the chatters. Please do get involved in the community. Please do. And when I say the community, I speak of the social media community. So that's Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Those are the major platforms that I am going to be communicating on. And please say your views after an episode. We want to hear what you have to say. And if you have something major to say about a topic, please send me a DM or an email or whatever you want to use. Please do send me a message and we will chat about it. And if we can, we'll put you onto the podcast. And we're just gonna have a vibe. This podcast is not only about people that have made it or people that are recognized. I don't know which word to use, which is the right word to use, but it's about people that want to be heard, people that are seeking for exposure. So whether you have 5 followers, and you're an artist, a musician, or you have a business, please send me a DM. That is why I am here. I want your work to be seen. I want your music to be heard. And it's going to be a vibe. So that's basically what the chat room is about. And 2021, I have made an effort to have guests on that you want. So a couple of months ago, I think it was in November, I sent out a tweet where I asked you, who do you want to see in 2021? And the response was crazy. A lot of people responded. Please continue to respond on that particular post. You can find it on Twitter. If you can't find it, just tag your person and tag at the chat room _TCR on Twitter and name the person that you want to come on for an interview, and we will make noise. We will make noise and ensure that they come on. There are a couple of people that have already accepted. So please do be on the lookout for the chat room. But moving further on, I have also created a Patreon account. And for those that don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a platform where creators, podcasters put in their content and they get paid due to subscriptions. So if you do want to support the podcast, please become a member. It's $3 per month, and there will be a little bit of exclusive content. And I'm not gonna come out and say that it will be majorly exclusive, or there'll be a lot of exclusive content. Now, that's not gonna be the case just as of yet. But there will be a little bit of exclusive content. But the main goal is to support the boy, to support the podcast, to better the podcast. I don't know if that's the right phrase. But please do become members. It's $3 per month, and the links are in my social media and my link tree as well. You just go to Patreon and you become a member. $3 per month. And I will be using those funds to better the quality of the podcast, and hopefully with time there'll be merchandise as well. So people that are members will be getting exclusive access to merchandise. So yeah, those are just a few things that will be happening in 2021. Please remember to like, please remember to comment, please remember to engage, please remember to listen. I mean, it's on every single platform, guys. So there is literally no excuse to say that you can't, because YouTube takes a lot of data or anything. But here it's gonna be a podcast which is available everywhere. So I think because of that, there is a bigger market, and it's easily accessible. If you can't access it, speak to me. You can email me, send me a DM, and we'll make a plan to allow you to get the opportunity to listen to every single episode. Because trust me, the guests that are coming on are major key. Those guys, some of them have ideas that are crazy, and I just can't wait to talk to them, to speak to them about it, and for you guys as the chatters, it's catching on, the chatters to hear. And I'm so excited. And once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the boy. Remember to follow each and every single social platform: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're using. So be it Apple, Google, Spotify, or the other ones. There are a lot, so I apologize about that for those that use the other platforms. But please do subscribe, and you will not miss anything. So remember, it'll be coming out every single Wednesday, and every single Wednesday basically. So I guess that's it from me. If you have any other questions before next week we have an exciting guy coming on. It's going to be Anesu Mulambo. I am so ready to have that interview and so ready for him to speak about his clothing brand, and he kicks off 2021. But until then, peace.